What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show, the Collector, and we are back again with another Collector Series themed video. With today's video, there's actually a lot to talk about for Monday with this new update to the program, but more specifically, this video is going to quickly break down the new off-meta meta as for the Collector Series program. Now, just to quickly get into it, perhaps the best theme team combination for the Collector Series program right now is 50 Patriots. The reason why I'll say that is primarily because of the playoffs and due to the simple fact that EA is intentionally producing more cards for playoff teams. And the Patriots are one of those teams. Now, obviously the Seahawks and the Broncos and the Rams are still valid as well, but there's just a lot of unique options for Patriots when specifically combined with the Collector Series theme team. So, with that being said, I'm going to walk through all of the top cards that you should have and that you would want to have to help bring this unique theme team to life. The offense for the 50 Collectors and 50 Patriots theme team. By the way, I also have 20 playoffs mixed into this. Just off rip, as you see in the bottom left corner here, Mac Hollins, he is the new drip Collector Series program card that just came out today. He replaces the need for Njoku or Cooper or any of the other cards that get a chemistry boost. As long as you have 6 drip related players in the lineup, you're good to go as far as the chemistry goes. So you don't necessarily need Njoku, Tunzo, Hollins, Burrow, DG, Jones, and the rest of the crew. But if you do have them, I would recommend holding on to them because I feel like they would increase in value by next Monday. I'll get into that a little bit later. However, if you do keep them, they still get times 2 or 3 chemistry to the Collector Series program. So essentially, you're either going to overshoot the need for 50 or you're going to still be right at 50. If you end up overshooting the 50, that just kind of allows you to, slowly take away some cards while adding in the other remaining pieces that are needed for your theme team. So with that being said, we have Hollins, we have Tunzo in the top left corner here. We have David Njoku at tight end, and we have Joe Burrow at backup quarterback. Now for this program, I in particular would recommend adding the Holiday Chem Boost to your collector program, primarily because there are quite a few stars on this team that actively have the holiday chemistry. So as we continue, Stephon Diggs is your receiver alongside of Randy Moss. Your backups will be Lil Jordan Humphrey because of the chemistries and the playoff mix. Devontae Adams will be there solely for collector's chemistry. Zeke Elliott is going to be your running back with Pat Mahomes as potentially your quarterback. Kind of up to you, but I specifically would recommend these two because they get the holiday chemistry boost. Now, Henderson is used for chemistry purposes. Saquon Barkley is used for the crystal boost. You're going to use Saquon Barkley, you're going to get Pat Surtain II, and you're going to get Micah Parsons the crystal. All 3 of them will get New England Patriots chemistries in addition to boosting the New England related players' speed. Moving on to fullback, we have Dontari Poe. If you don't have him, just find another fullback that gets all 32 chems or get you a New England Patriot fullback. Jacob Johnson for the chemistries. We have Greg Olsen because he just got 1 times chemistry for the New England Patriots, being that he's a team captain. Went with Morgan Moses at right tackle just because he's part of the playoff chemistry. George Kittle, don't just ignore his overall right there. I accidentally powered him down. Once you power him back up, he'll be higher overall than Morgan Moses. We got Kevin Zeitler and Mike as the backup. Those are there for chemistry purposes. As you see with Zeitler, he gets holiday chemistry. Same with Eric McCoy, Collector Chem Bradbury. He's for the New England chemistry, but McCoy is the starter because he gets the holiday chemistry. Damian Lewis is there because he's collector, and Laramie Tunzel is also there because he is also a collector. Moving on to the defensive side, starting at the D-line, we're going to go with Boye primarily because he's
He's one of the best DNs in the entire game right now, and he gets ×3 playoff chemistry. That's very crucial when building the 20 playoffs. Remember, you just need 20 playoffs in order to get the +1 speed. DG is the other drip-related collector card. He also is a Patriot, so naturally he's going to play. Christian Barmore is also a holiday-related collector card that is also a Patriot. He's definitely going to play. And then we have Milton Williams and Adam Butler for chemistry purposes as well. Jalen Phillips just dropped today alongside of Mac Hollins and Mike Sandstro. At the end of the day, a lot of these cards are optional. You don't necessarily need Mike, but if you want to be cool and, make your DB room even better, Mike is definitely the way to go. Jack Jones at corner is very much the play as well. He gets Patriots Chem and Holiday Boost as well. I forgot about Jennings as the backup for Phillips. He's there for the New England Patriot chemistry as well. Rounding out the rest of your corners, you got Randy Moss. He's interchangeable if you wanted to also duel up with 2 Mosses on the offensive side. But other than that, you got Mike Jackson and Surtain for the chemistry purposes. And again, Surtain is there alongside Michael Parsons and Saquon Barkley for the crystal boost. At safety, I would highly recommend Jalen Hawkins because he's not only a great card, but he's also a New England Patriot in playoff chemistry. Darnell Savage, he's a collector, but he also gets holiday boost. Brandon Jones, one of the drip cards, and Craig Woodson for New England Patriots chemistry. Now, you have a lot of options with the secondary in general. You can either go cheaper on one of these players and just replace them with another New England Patriot chem, or go cheaper on one of the collectors and replace them with another collector chem. Up to you completely, depending on your coin balance. At linebacker, we have Lou Wilson for collector chem. We have Jelani for New England chem. We have Edrin Cooper. He's also the other drip for the collector chemistry. We have Jack Gibbons, Cam Newton, and Brandon Spikes. They all get New England chemistry. Cam Newton, he was one of the Ghost of Mutt linebacker cards that got all 32. Rob Gronkowski, out of position card. Obviously, he's a Patriot. And then again, Phillips at the backup. The special teams unit, don't forget Andrew DePaula. If you don't have that card, I'm pretty sure there's a playoff Patriot card that you can slide in that spot as well. At punter, we have Jake Bailey, Patriots chemistry, and Jason Sanders is going to be our kickoff kicker in general because he gets collector's chem. Now, one other thing that I wanted to highlight is the fact that you guys need to make sure that you're grabbing the purple affinity New England Patriots strategy card from the auction house. If you can't afford the legendary gold version, which is insanely expensive right now, rightfully so, get the purple strategy card. It's only going to go for maybe up to 50,000 coins, if that, ×4 chemistry for your New England Patriots lineup. In addition to that, if you don't happen to have all of the cards that you need, but you do happen to have the Team Diamond strategy card as pictured here, this Team Diamond strategy card is upgradable and you can input any NFL team chemistry 3 times into the slots there for another extra 3 to the New England Patriots chemistry boost. Finally, if you didn't need the Team Diamond strategy card, you can replace it with the playoff +1 to all stats card. The +1 to all playoff cards is pretty useful in my honest opinion, especially if you happen to have 20 playoff cards in your lineup, because it enhances the entire playoff unit by +1 to everything. So at the end of the day, you're getting a pretty good mixture of speed and just all other attributes when you add in the 50 collectors, 50 Patriots with the 20 playoffs.
This theme team, by the way, Ezekiel Elliott will get up to 98 speed alongside with Mac Hollins. Now, I did want to mention a few things, few pointers for those that might have more coins or might have other players that some in the community might not be able to get. More specifically, if you did the collector series set, mythic set, I should say, for Cam Newton in this theme team would get up to 96 speed. In general, if you guys have noticed, we now have a total of 9 total collector series drip players. There is still no drip chemistry in the game that allows the drip cards to actually be boosted. However, if you noticed, the boosts are typically 6 out of 6 in general, meaning by next Monday,
we should receive another 3 drip players added to this program, which would bring the total to 12. Well, we only need 6 to boost 1 chemistry item. For example, if we want to boost the holiday series cards, we just need 6. Well, by next Monday, we'll have a total of 12 in the lineup if you get everybody. So that might necessarily mean we could boost holidays and maybe even mythics together, or holiday and signature series, or retro and signature and retro and holiday, whatever the case may be. Ultimately, starting to think that some of these cards, especially the LTDs, will rise again in price by next Monday. Some people already jumped the gun and sold Njoku and Cooper to maximize profit. I completely understand it, but I'm personally going to hold on to these cards because I don't want to end up paying more than I actually have to get them back. And I still believe that they're going to hold on to value as time goes on, because I think that there's something else incoming with this. But that's it for this video. I appreciate everybody that showed love and support for the program in general for the past week or so. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning into the YouTube videos lately. You guys have been nonstop showing support, and I, in return, will continue to push out these videos almost daily. I promise. Thank you again. You guys can catch me on YouTube, TikTok, X, Instagram, whatever social media platform. My name is all the same there. And I hope y'all continue to have a great time with the Collectors program. Remember, we are the Collectors.